Hello, my friend. Welcome to Daily English Podcast. This is Walter, and I want to pause before we begin and truly recognize the gift of your attention. Out of all the things you could be doing right now, you've chosen to be here, listening, learning, and giving yourself this time. That matters, and I'm grateful for it. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how quickly the mind runs toward what is missing, what is broken, or what has not yet happened? It's almost like our thoughts are magnets for problems. We wake up and the first thing we remember is the task we forgot, the bill we need to pay, or the worry that has been sitting heavy in the back of our mind. But when was the last time you opened your eyes and noticed something small yet beautiful, like the softness of the pillow beneath your head, the quiet rhythm of your breathing, or the gift of simply waking up to a new day? Gratitude is about these moments. It is not only a polite thank you, spoken quickly before rushing on. Gratitude is a way of seeing. It is a practice of slowing down the constant noise of the mind, pausing long enough to notice what is already here, and allowing that noticing to change the way you feel. You see, gratitude is not about pretending everything is perfect. Life is full of challenges. You will face stress, loss, frustration, and disappointment. But gratitude says, yes, those things exist. And still, here too is something good, something worth recognizing, something worth holding close. Think about the way it feels when someone listens to you with kindness. Think about the comfort of warm food or the relief of laughter after a heavy day. These are not small things, though we often pass by them without thought. When you begin to notice them, your perspective changes, your heart softens. The day feels a little lighter. Gratitude is like opening a window in a room that has been closed for too long. Fresh air flows in, and suddenly you can breathe again. This is why gratitude matters. It's not just a nice idea or a soft feeling. It is a skill, a practice, a tool that can transform your daily experience. And today, I want to walk with you through this power, why it matters, how it helps, and how you can begin to bring it more fully into your everyday life. Gratitude has the power to shift the way you see the world. Imagine two people walking through the same street at the same time. One notices the noise of traffic, the trash on the ground, the stress written on people's faces. The other notices the way the sunlight touches the buildings, the sound of birds hidden in a tree, the kindness in a stranger's smile. Both are in the exact same place, but their experience is completely different. Why? Because of focus. Gratitude changes what you notice, and what you notice changes how you feel. Without gratitude, life can look like one long list of problems. You wake up already thinking of the deadlines you must meet, the mistakes you made, or the ways you feel behind. Your day is painted with stress before it even begins. But with gratitude, something shifts. The challenges remain, yes, but they no longer fill the entire picture. Gratitude teaches you to see the good alongside the hard. Maybe you still have a busy day, but you also notice the warmth of your coffee cup in your hand. Maybe your body feels tired, but you also notice the comfort of a chair supporting you. Maybe someone speaks to you in a harsh way, but you also notice the patience you show in response. This practice changes your whole experience because the mind is no longer stuck only in what hurts. Gratitude is not about denying difficulty, but about balancing it. It is like adding gentle colors to a painting that once seemed dark. It reminds you that your life is not only problems, it is also solutions, kindness, moments of joy, and reasons to keep going. Gratitude also brings a sense of enoughness. Without it, the mind says, I need more. I must do more. I will only be happy when I achieve this or gain that. But gratitude teaches you to pause and say, in this moment, I already have enough. I already have reasons to breathe with peace. And this sense of enough reduces anxiety. It softens the restless feeling inside that always pushes for more. Gratitude slows you down, grounds you, and opens your eyes to the beauty you might otherwise miss. And the more you practice it, the more natural it becomes, like a habit that strengthens with every step. When you begin to practice gratitude regularly, your mind slowly changes the way it works. Anxiety begins to soften, stress loses some of its sharp edge, sadness becomes lighter to carry. This is because gratitude gently rewires your focus. The human brain is designed to scan for danger. It looks for mistakes, threats, and problems because it wants to keep you safe. But the problem is, when your mind only sees danger, you feel heavy, tired, and hopeless. Gratitude interrupts this cycle. It teaches your mind to also notice safety, comfort, and joy. Even in a day filled with challenges, there are always small moments of goodness. Gratitude reminds you to see them. Imagine this. You've had a long day, your work feels unfinished, and your body is tired. Without gratitude, you may only notice the weight. But with gratitude, you might pause and remember the support of a friend, the meal waiting for you, or simply the strength you had to keep going through the day. That pause changes everything. Scientists have studied gratitude and found that people who practice it regularly report higher happiness, better moods, and even deeper sleep. But you don't need research to feel the truth of it. You can notice it directly. Think of the last time you stopped to say thank you for something real. Maybe it was for a kind word. Maybe it was for your health. In that moment, your mind shifted from restlessness to calm. Gratitude is like opening a window in a dark room. Fresh air comes in, and suddenly the space feels lighter. Gratitude also reduces negative thinking. Without it, the mind can become a storm, repeating worries over and over again. With gratitude, you balance the storm by adding clear skies. You see that yes, pain exists, but so does comfort. Yes, mistakes happen, but growth also happens. This balance keeps you from drowning in hopeless thoughts. Gratitude also improves how you see yourself. When you practice it, you stop comparing so much with others. Instead of thinking, they have more, I am behind, you think, I am grateful for my path. I am thankful for my strengths. I can value myself. This builds confidence, not because life is perfect, but because you learn to recognize what is already good. And maybe the most powerful effect of gratitude on the mind is hope. When you can find reasons to be thankful today, you begin to trust that tomorrow will also hold light. Gratitude turns your attention from despair to possibility, and that shift changes everything. Gratitude is not only something you feel in your mind, it is something your body also responds to. When you are grateful, your nervous system relaxes, your breathing slows down, your muscles release tension. Stress hormones like cortisol begin to decrease. This means your heart beats more steadily, your blood pressure softens, and your body finds balance again. People who practice gratitude often describe feeling lighter, calmer, and more rested. And this is not just imagination. It is the body's natural response to a peaceful state of mind. Gratitude can also help with sleep. Many people lie awake at night worrying about problems. Their bodies feel tired, but their minds will not rest. But when you practice gratitude before sleep, by remembering a few good moments from the day, or simply saying thank you for one thing, you give your body a signal of safety. That signal helps you let go of racing thoughts and sink into deeper, more restorative sleep. Gratitude also supports the immune system. When your body is not stuck in constant stress, it has more energy to repair itself, to fight illness, and to keep you strong. Think of gratitude as a kind of natural medicine, one that has no side effects, costs nothing, and is always available. Even your face and posture change when you practice gratitude. You soften, you smile more, and people around you notice. This creates a cycle. Your gratitude makes them warmer, and their warmth comes back to you, which again benefits both your mind and your body. Over time, gratitude can increase your energy levels. When you are less drained by stress, you have more strength for daily life. You feel more resilient when difficulties come because your body is not already exhausted, and though gratitude is not a cure for disease, it creates the best possible environment for healing by reducing pressure and calming your system. It is like telling your body it is safe, it is cared for, it can rest. With repeated practice, this state of calm becomes natural, and as the months pass, the physical benefits of gratitude grow stronger. You carry less tension, you breathe more freely, you feel more alive. Gratitude, then, is not only an idea in the mind. It is a full-body practice that nourishes you from the inside out. Gratitude also changes the way we connect with other people. When you take the time to thank someone sincerely, you are giving them a gift of recognition. You are saying, "I see you, I appreciate you, I value what you did." And this makes relationships stronger because every person longs to feel seen and appreciated. Imagine two friends. One often complains, pointing out flaws and disappointments. The other often expresses thanks, noticing small acts of kindness. Over time, which friend do you think feels easier to be around? Gratitude creates warmth. It opens hearts, softens tension, and invites closeness. When you bring gratitude into relationships, conflicts also become easier to manage. Instead of focusing only on what went wrong, you balance it with what went right. You remember the times of support, the moments of laughter, the acts of care. This perspective helps you forgive more easily and reduces unnecessary fights. Gratitude teaches you to say simple but powerful words. Thank you for listening. Thank you for helping. Thank you for being here. These words strengthen trust and encourage kindness to continue. Gratitude spreads in circles. When you show it to someone, they often feel moved to show it to others. It is like ripples in a pond. The impact goes farther than you imagine. In families, gratitude creates peace. In friendships, it builds loyalty. In workplaces, it inspires cooperation. Even in difficult relationships, gratitude has value. It does not mean ignoring real problems, but it reminds you that no one is only their mistakes. Everyone has moments of goodness worth noticing. Gratitude brings those moments forward, and when people feel appreciated, they are more likely to grow, to give, and to connect. Over time, gratitude builds a culture of respect around you, where people feel safe, valued, and supported. And because human beings are not meant to walk alone, these stronger relationships create a life that feels richer, more joyful, and more secure. Gratitude shows us that love, kindness, and connection are not only found in big, dramatic gestures. They are built in daily thank yous, in quiet recognition, and in the steady practice of appreciation. Now you may be wondering, how can I actually practice gratitude in daily life? The good news is, it doesn't require big changes. Gratitude grows through small, steady actions. One way is to begin each morning with a thankful thought. Before reaching for your phone or rushing into your routine, pause. Take one slow breath and notice one thing you appreciate. It could be the warmth of the blanket, the sound of birds outside, or simply the chance to begin again today. This small act sets the direction for your whole day. Another simple way is to keep a gratitude journal. At the end of each evening, write down 3 things you are thankful for. They do not have to be big. In fact, the smaller they are, the more powerful the practice becomes. You might write, "I'm grateful for a smile I received. I'm grateful for the taste of my lunch. I'm grateful for a quiet moment to rest." With time, this habit trains your mind to notice good things throughout the day because you know you will record them later. Gratitude can also be spoken aloud. Say thank you more often. To the person who makes you tea, to the stranger who opens a door, to the friend who calls. These words may seem small, but they carry deep meaning. They not only remind you of connection, they also make others feel valued. You can even practice gratitude during challenges. When something goes wrong, pause and ask yourself, is there still something here I can appreciate? Maybe it is the lesson you learned or the strength you discovered. This doesn't erase the problem, but it gives you balance. And finally, you can tie gratitude to routines. For example, each time you brush your teeth, bring one thing to mind you are thankful for. Each time you drink water, say a quiet thank you. These small reminders weave gratitude into your life until it feels natural. Over time, gratitude will not feel like a task. It will feel like a way of breathing, a way of living with more light and presence. Gratitude is powerful in the moment, but its deepest strength appears when you practice it consistently over time. At first, it may feel strange or even forced. You might forget to pause, or you may struggle to think of things to appreciate. That's normal. Like any new habit, gratitude takes practice. But the more you return to it, the more natural it becomes. Slowly, you begin to notice changes. Your mood lifts more easily. Stress feels less overwhelming. You react to challenges with more patience. And little by little, gratitude turns from something you do into something you are. This is long-term gratitude, a way of living that becomes your foundation. Over weeks and months, it creates a deep shift in your perspective. You stop waiting for happiness to arrive in the future, and you begin to see happiness woven into daily life. Even on hard days, gratitude whispers, "There is still something here for you." Over time, you also build a memory bank of gratitude. Each time you pause to say thank you, you record a small moment in your mind. Later, when life feels heavy, you can return to these memories like treasures. They remind you that goodness is always present, even when pain is loud. Gratitude practiced over years also strengthens your relationships. People begin to see you as someone who values them, someone who notices and respects their presence. Trust grows, bonds deepen, and because gratitude is sincere, others feel safe with you. Long-term gratitude also shapes your character. You become more hopeful, more resilient, more compassionate. Life may still bring storms, but you stand rooted because you have trained your eyes to see light even in the rain. Gratitude does not make life perfect, but it makes life fuller. And the longer you practice it, the more this fullness becomes the natural background of your days. As we come to the close of this reflection, I want to bring everything together. Gratitude is not a decoration added on top of life. It is a way of living, a way of seeing. It is the practice of noticing what is already here, of valuing the people around you, of softening the grip of worry by remembering goodness. Gratitude may be simple, but its effects are deep. With gratitude, your mind is calmer, your body is healthier, your relationships are stronger, your days feel more meaningful. Without it, even with many possessions, life can feel empty. With it, even with challenges, life feels full. And this is the beauty of gratitude. It doesn't wait for perfect conditions. You don't need to be rich or powerful or free of problems. You can practice gratitude today with what you already have. Begin with one thankful breath. Begin with one gentle thank you. Begin with one moment of noticing, and let that be enough. Over time, these moments will add up. They will shape how you walk through life, how you meet others, and how you meet yourself. Gratitude is not about ignoring pain. It is about remembering that alongside pain, there is also hope. Alongside struggle, there is also strength. Alongside loss, there is also love. When you choose to live with gratitude, you choose to live with more presence, more connection, and more light. So, my friend, as you finish listening today, I invite you to carry this practice with you. Not someday, not later, but today. Notice one thing. Speak one thank you. Write one line in a journal. Let gratitude move from thought into practice. And as you do, you will discover that gratitude is not just a momentary feeling. It is a lifelong companion, a tool for well-being, and a path toward a truly fulfilling life.